Okay.
So,
I know this is the first time I'm doing this, so
okay.
I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Domenico Gatto. I'm a golf teacher licensed from the United States. I've been doing this from 2004. For me, it's a passion. But before we go on about me, I have a friend of mine that I met. I consider him a friend. I met him maybe last year. Before we even go on how I give courses, because it's a different approach, because I'm licensed from the American area, PGTCA, Professional Golf Teachers and Coaches of America. So we're basically at a golf place indoors doing this interview, question and answer Q&A, right?
Right.
So when we met, just explain to the viewers how do we meet and what happened.
Well, I have had given up golf for many years because of my problems with my balance. And then one day I decided to, with my coach at that time for fitness, to let's go out and play golf and try that to practice your balance. And we did, and it worked. I was surprised, and I said, well, I got to get some lessons and learn how to play again. And I looked around and I saw that I need to get my clubs regripped, and Don's name showed up. So I called him, and I didn't know he was a teacher at that time, and it worked out great. He's given me a lot of pointers, and he taught me a lot of things. I thought I was in the right position and the right stance, but apparently I wasn't. And the alignment and the position made all the difference in the world. Just, God, in 15 minutes.
And where did we
Basic.
take the courses? How long did it take? Where were we? How did this start?
The courses, well, we went to the driving range
Okay.
and started hitting a few balls. And then when he saw me, he just made a few corrections right away. And it was unbelievable.
In your eyes, from before you took the courses, I know you took a lot of information. I know you're a golf fanatic.
Yeah, I like
And
golf.
you looked, and you know more stuff than me. Clubs. I'm surprised how much you know about golf. In your eyes, how long did it take you to learn? How long did it take you to understand everything? And how much of a difference in yardage in your eyes do you think you improved after the, let's say, 5 minutes or 10 minutes or half an hour? How long? How long did it take, and how far did you hit? More.
Biggest improvement was in my alignment and my swing.
How long did that take to get?
A good, maybe 10, 15 minutes
Okay.
compared to where I was before.
Okay.
And yardage, not much more in yardage, but it was much. The best part was the alignment and positioning.
Was it easy to
It
understand?
was easy to understand.
Did I change your swing in any way?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. But did I make you go to certain areas, or was it your natural swing but change your swing without you realizing it?
You just changed my natural swing.
Did you
My
realize that?
unnatural swing.
Did you realize that I was changing it without you felt uncomfortable when at the beginning, but you really didn't know what I was doing?
No, I
right?
just thought just whatever you want to.
You
Don't
were
be
doing
here,
it.
be there. Okay.
And after first course on percentage, let's say you were 10%. After the first course, how much improvement did you see?
Oh, a 50% increase at least.
And on the second course, which was the week after?
The week after went up to about 67%,
Okay, now
and then it started to sink in.
okay. Now started to sink in. Imagine.
Yeah.
Now you said you had balancement problems. What? And you found out. You told me because you explained it to me, and I know it's a good story. What was the real problem in your balancement?
It was an affliction called hydrocephaly, which is a medical problem that happens. You lose your balance,
Okay.
and you can't stand up.
Okay.
So that was a big problem, and it took quite a few years before they could really get to it. But I had to stop playing golf because every time I swing, I'd fall down.
And apparently you still have those conditions.
I
in
still
you.
have it. It's there forever.
Okay.
But it's a lot better than with the
Training and everything.
but the neurosurgeon and the shints they put in your head to help you with your balance made a big difference. It's not 100%, but it's a lot better than the rest.
Okay, not to go into details too much of what happened in the operation and everything. This problem lasted for how long? And I know you told me how many operations did you have?
4.
And where do they go when they do the operation?
Trim, Montreal.
They show me where do they drill? I know
On the
that
back
you
of the
can-
head here.
So they're really drilling in the head.
Oh, they
right?
have the drill and put the shunts
Okay.
in, and you know.
So it's a complicated issue for him, and he still manages, and I'm happy for him. Then after these 2 courses, I called you back because you were a fanatic. You still wanted to continue the courses, and I was sold out in courses in a matter of 1 week. I have 30 people Monday to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 to 10, 15 indoors. In a matter of 1 week, I had no more place.
Wow.
30 people. Yes, I didn't tell you that. Now, and the publicity didn't even come out yet. Now, what I want to know is I came and called you because you were still talking to me and really wanted to get the course. I made a call to you. What was that call about? What did I tell you on the call?
Last week or this?
When the first time I came and see you.
Oh. that
I
you-
called you, I want to come and see you at your house, and I had a different technique for you.
Yeah, you would
Explain
show
that.
me.
Say it.
You would show me how to play,
And how-
basically.
how was I
Swing
gonna-
and
indoors, right?
demonstrate it indoors.
Yeah.
In my office.
Yeah. And what did I do? How did I demonstrate it? Through what?
Well, through your visual technique, you showed me what to do, and I just tried to copy it and try and maintain that swing.
Okay, I'm trying to get something out of you that you've done. What was the call about? I said, through what will you get the balance 100%? What do we have to do that your wife has asked you for so many years to do?
Listen.
Listen. That's a good one. Listen. No, you know
Listen
what I'm
and watch.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Observe,
about.
yeah.
What is it? Through meditation.
In meditation. Well, that was
Breathing.
last week. Yeah. That.
One course. How much did that improve?
That made a big difference in calming down. You know, they don't rush everything. Just take it easy.
Okay. And what improvement do you think that will give in the golf?
I haven't had a chance to get on to try it yet, but I'm sure it's going to improve at least 40-50%.
Just on
compared to
what
what
I
it
showed
was.
you.
Yeah.
So what I figured out, because my girlfriend is I explained to you,
Yeah.
is a yoga teacher, and she does meditation.
Okay.
And the problem that we all have as teachers is to basically make the person understand what we're trying to, what information we're trying to give to you guys, right? So that's the hardest part, because we know what we have to teach you, but how do you understand it? So in your case, because you knew golf, you knew a transfer was a transfer. You know that when you do the transfer, you have to basically, on your right bum, you have to put pressure to turn around. You know that the pressure, everything comes from the ground up. And we know that, but how do we feel that, right? Now, we did certain exercises to make you feel that. How long did it take you before you understood and felt it?
That? Oh, must be a good 8 minutes.
So you understood, right?
Yeah.
So you felt a big difference, right? So I
did.
made you practice that.
Yeah.
How was your balance? You'd hardly move. How was your balance after
The
that?
balance was better because I wasn't swaying as much. I was doing it more of a straight up direction
Okay.
rather than try and move back and forth, which doesn't help.
Doesn't matter. And let me ask you something. Because because people do it badly, certain movements. When you're doing your movement, your head keeps on moving. You're losing a lot of balance at the beginning.
Yeah.
How did I make you stop losing the balance? Basically, look at the ball. Look at the floor.
Look
Pick
at
a
the
spot.
floor, yeah.
Look at a spot.
So pick a spot and just look at it.
Yeah, it's exactly. So that's basically what I wanted to do. And I want to explain something to you now. The reason why I know more or less what you're going through. I almost lost my life off in construction. I got run over by a big roller, which is 2 tons in my head, on my head. So I had all the weight. So I have memory problem, long term, short term. The same thing with balance. Sometimes when I'm very tired at the beginning, I didn't know how to react to it. So when I would force, because I lost a lot of force, and when I would try to overdo it, my brain and my body were detached. I couldn't control it, so I couldn't move my right arm because it wasn't connecting. And I learned how to do that. And I still, while that was happening, I took my courses from the United States, And guess how much I played even with those problems. After the first year of taking the course, giving 1 year of courses indoors and showing people my technique, I learned this as I was teaching. Guess how much I played? I was playing 95, 97, 100, and from the whites I went to the blues. After 1 year of giving courses, guess how much what was my record? 68.
68.
Yeah, that was in the first year, my record.
Hey.
68. I never would play it again. I got 3 holes in ones in my life, and that was it. And the thing that's more stunning than that is I had a customer that I was giving courses between 40 and 65 courses a week. That's how much I was giving. And he would come and see me every day, and I really never paid attention. He told me. And I was at the driving range, and the fun part of this was stunning. He came and see me crying almost. He goes, "Can I have 2 minutes of your time?" And I had like 12 courses that day. So I was really booked. So I gave him time. I saw that he really needed to do. So as I was eating my sandwich, I said, "How can I help you?" He goes, "My doctor tells me I cannot play golf ever in my life again." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because everybody, I don't have balance, exactly like you." So every swing that he was doing, he was almost falling on the floor. So everybody around him was laughing at him, basically. And I found out that even tears coming to my eyes. I found out that I took him to the driving range right next. We were there actually. I said, "Do you feel pain going back?" He goes, "No." "Do you feel any pain?" He goes, "No." "So what's your biggest problem?" He goes, "When I hit that fall." That's it. He couldn't believe it. I said, "That's it." And the doctor told you cannot play golf. He goes, "Yes." So I gave him a technique that I learned maybe 10 years before that. That I've seen. Someone did give me the technique, but no one ever showed it to me. So I made a common sense, put 1 + 1, made 2. But to him it was Greek actually. I told him, when you walk, you don't lose balance. He goes, "No." So we have the idea. I'll make you gain even 40 yards off the bat. He couldn't understand how the hell is this guy gonna make you do that. So I basically made him swing his natural swing, and he was losing balance. He was right. And everybody was looking. So I told him, your next swing, as you finish your hit, you hit the ball and start walking towards the field.
Yeah.
So as he hit, he was walking 3 steps, he was off balance. He was completely imbalanced. He'd come back, everything was okay. I go, "Enjoy your season." The guy was willing to pay me $1,000 on that spot. Why? Because I gave him his dream, he wanted to play golf. So he left, he came back the next day with a bottle of wine saying he's going to play golf. So that's my little story that I want to share with everybody. So Wilfred,
And you gave me the same technique for me to walk forward after I swing.
It's true, I remember that. That was
And
true.
now I get to the point where I don't have to walk as much.
Yes, it's good, it's good. Listen, I guaranteed you that last year you're going to improve by 10 strokes. I think you will, because your balance is there, and your movement is a lot better, your contact is a lot better. How much are you hitting with your pitching wedge right now before I met you?
Pitching wedge, about 90 yards,
And how much did you hit after?
110, I think.
In the first 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And how much do you think you're going to hit today with that same?
Since we haven't played all year, I don't know, but I would think I should get it to 120 at least.
Okay, at least.
Because the feeling is there
Yeah,
from
you feel
from
solid,
practicing
right?
indoors.
But you practice a lot indoors.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah. And did you ever have the balance that you had? No.
No.
Did you do the promise I asked you to give me not to hit balls before?
Yes, I did keep that promise.
Okay, good.
I did my
Your exercise.
swing
that's it.
exercises
Okay.
without a ball.
Without a ball. Okay, perfect. Listen, Will,
Up until
when?
Saturday morning.
So you how did that
All
feel?
week.
How did that feel?
Feel pretty good.
Was it good, solid?
Yeah.
Did you do the breathing as you're hitting?
Yes.
And that was natural?
It does. Yeah.
And the funny part is your wife was always telling you to breathe because you breathe a lot by the mouth.
Yeah.
And she does yoga breathing.
Yeah.
How long did it take me to make you breathe from the nose and the mouth?
Oh, about what? 10 minutes we were together on that.
And how much just by the nose?
5 minutes.
And I gave you option just by walking because we're sitting as an Indian, right?
Yeah.
You were walking, and at the same time, without you realizing it, I strengthened your legs without you realizing it, and I even gave you flexibility if you've noticed.
Yeah.
Without you realizing.
Flexibility I needed.
Yeah, but they
Because
gave
I'm
it to
stiff
you,
as a
right?
board.
I
Yeah.
gave it to you because of
Yeah.
that. So just by fooling around without you even noticing.
Yeah.
This is what I do in the course. Without you noticing, I make you do things, your natural movement, you'll get your natural movement, and then I adapt the swing. So even though you're improving, you don't know why you're improving until I tell you. And I won't tell you until later on, because if you have too much information, it makes you lose everything.
Oh God, yeah.
So Wilfred,
Information overload.
yeah, overload. So burnout basically.
Oh.
So listen, I want to thank you for this.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now we're gonna play golf
Okay.
indoors, and I'm gonna show you the same routine without changing your putter grip, without changing your movement. You will improve your direction.